our goal for your Smartboard training. Some of the basics of Smart is the layering, the grouping, locking, cloning, and the big one is how to reveal information to your students so you can engage them with the content. And the biggest key word here is that you are engaging your learners in the content. And one thing we really want you to consider when you are making your Smart lessons is the amount of time you, the teacher, are interacting with the Smartboard versus what the students are interacting with the Smartboard. And here's just an example of an interactive button. When I click on that, it reveals that teachers should really only be interacting with the Smartboard 20 to 30% of instructional time versus students interacting with the Smartboard 70 to 80% of the time, meaning that the teachers are truly the facilitators of the learning, leading students through the content with the utilization of engagement with the Smartboard. And just implementing buttons such as that, or even tabs like I have included here. Those are simple ways to engage students in the learning and the content. And after watching some of these tutorials today, we're hoping that you'll feel comfortable utilizing a few of these reveal strategies. So before you move along with the tutorials, I really want you to take some time to get familiar with the gallery. The gallery is here on the left-hand side. I mentioned before that the page is where you can see your slides. The gallery is the picture of a picture on the left-hand side, and it's collapsible. You'll see you've got the Gallery Essentials. Gallery Essentials has a breakdown of all sorts of content areas: English, geography, history, math, and once you click underneath it, so for example, if you are someone who is a music in the music education program, you click under Arts and you can see the music folder opens up, and if I click on that, you'll see that there are 17 pictures in the Instruments folder, Interactive Multimedia, and Notebook Files and Pages. The difference between pictures here, I'm going to pull over the acoustic guitar that's just a picture, and then I'm going to pull over the acoustic guitar that's an interactive multimedia. And you can tell there is a little bit of difference here when I click on, there you go, when you click on that little speaker there, you can see that the difference between this guitar and this guitar is this one is interactive because you can hear the sound. And the Notebook Files and Pages, there is a whole notebook background here of a stage that you can insert into one of your presentations. So I want you to take some time to explore through the different folders, and if you are an English Language Arts major, that's great, but don't just stick in the English Language Arts folder, because you might be surprised what you can find that you can apply from the Mathematics folder that may work for you. For example, the Venn diagrams can work across all content areas, and that's where I found the Venn diagrams chart that have come in handy in my English Language Arts classroom. So again, I want you to take some time to explore the gallery and find some pictures and images that you may like for your content area. And lastly, before I let you go and explore, I want to share with you, let me go back to my mathematics here and click on Venn diagram. And I'm going to find the Venn diagram that I like to use a lot, not just because pink and purple is my favorite color. Now, I want to make sure I can find this Venn diagram again because I'm going to use it over and over throughout my school year. So to make sure I can find that again, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to drag it up to my content. And notice I see that plus sign, and I'm going to drop it into my content folder. What this my content folder is if you are on your own computer, your own device, and every time you open up Notebook, you have your my content folder, which is similar to like a shopping cart. I just saved that Venn diagram in my content folder, and now it is there forever for me to access throughout my school year and my planning. Anything that you drop into my content, so long as you are on your own device, will be saved into the appropriate folders, so you don't have to go and search it over and over and over again. So I encourage you to use the My Content folder as you're shopping for content. That way you can pull it up later and utilize it in your future lesson plans. I hope you enjoy the tutorial.